The chairman of Parliament's Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee says they will not bow to pressure to urge the plenary to pass the anti-gay bill. Kwame Nyemedu Entry's comment comes in the wake of a week of intense public discussion coupled with the submission of 124 memoranda to the committee. The committee has been tasked by the Speaker to review the bill and present a report to the plenary when Parliament resumes later this month. 8 MPs jointly submitted a private bill to push for the criminalization of LGBTQI+ activities in the country. The bill, which they term as a bill on the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values, was presented to Speaker Albin Bagbin on June 29, 2021. The proponents want the promotion, advocacy, funding, and acts of homosexuality to be criminalized in the country. Some groups have submitted memoranda and issued threats against persons who stand in the way of the bill. Ghana will be removed from the United Kingdom government's red list COVID-19 high-risk countries with effect from Monday, October 11, 2021. The country's COVID-19 vaccination certificate will also be recognized by the UK. This means there will be no self-isolation, no pre-departure test, and no day-old test from persons from Ghana entering the UK. This, according to the UK High Commissioner to Ghana, Ms. Harriet Thompson, will be much easier for persons from Ghana to enter the UK. Ghana is part of a list of 47 countries and territories to be taken off the list. Passengers returning to England from these destinations will no longer be required to enter hotel quarantine. Ms. Thompson said the UK is keen to open international travel as quickly as possible, hence the country is changing all the rules regarding people entering to the UK. The UK has segmented countries into green, amber and red lists, each carrying different degrees of restrictions for arrivals back to Britain. Drivers plying the Accra-Takoradi Highway with unprescribed and excessive lamps fixed on their vehicles had them removed and disconnected by officers of the National Road Safety Authority in the Central Region. The exercise, according to the NRSA, is a coordinated effort to ensure full compliance of Regulation 65 of the Road Traffic Regulations 2012, that is LI 2180. Regulation 65, among other things, required vehicles or trailers to be equipped with electric lighted lamps or other kind approved by the license authority. It further states that the vehicles may be fitted with additional 1 or 2 auxiliary flood lamps and indicates that a driving lamp is placed in a manner that allows the lamp to project above the bottom of the frame of the windscreen. The enforcement exercise was carried out in collaboration with the Police Motor Traffic and Transport Department, MTTD, Driver and Vehicle License Authority, DVLA, transport operators, and other road safety agencies. The officers took the opportunity to educate and sensitize drivers on the need to stick to the prescribed lights and the need to adhere to road traffic regulations. The World Bank has charged African countries, including Ghana, Zambia, and Angola, with high debt levels to urgently improve debt transparency, its 2021 Africa Pulse report has revealed. It therefore wants the countries to publish more and better debt data, as well as improve contingent liability reporting. Quote, improving debt transparency remains critical. In particular, African countries need to collect and publish more and better debt data and improve contingent liability reporting. It is imperative to continue building government staff capacity for improved debt management, including for audit and internal controls, the report explained. Ghana's debt hit 335.9 billion Ghana cedis in July 2021, about 67.4% of GDP. The foreign debt was estimated at $28 billion in July 2021, whilst the domestic debt was 173.9 billion Ghana cedis in July 2021, from 170.8 billion Ghana cedis in May 2021. Already, the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund have warned Ghana to slow down its rate of borrowing. The National Petroleum Authority, NPA, has approved the removal of the Price Stabilization and Recovery Levies, PRSL, on petrol, diesel, and LPG for 2 months to cushion consumers. This was announced in a press statement issued by the authority's Corporation Affairs Department on October 11, 2021. Quote, the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, wishes to inform the public that His Excellency the President Akufo-Addo has granted approval to zero the price stabilization and recovery levies on petrol, diesel, and LPG for a period of 2 months. It added that this followed advice from the NPA to the Energy Minister for the government's intervention to mitigate the impact of rising prices of petroleum products on the world market on consumers. Currently, the PSRL is 16 pesos per liter on petrol, 14 pesos per liter on diesel, and 14 pesos per kilogram on LPG. The President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has said that the entry points to market centers across the country have mostly contributed to the destruction of property during fire outbreaks, as fire tenders often struggle to gain access to douse the fire. Parts of the Akimoda Central Market in the Birim Central Municipality of the Eastern Region was gutted by fire on Monday, September 13, 2021. Properties worth thousands of Ghana cedis belonging to traders were lost in the inferno. However, fire officers attributed the extent of damage to the inaccessible nature of the market. Addressing the affected traders after inspecting the extent of damage as part of his tour of the Eastern Region, President Akufo-Addo said appropriate measures will be implemented. According to him, such unfortunate incidents cannot be allowed to go on. Police in Nigeria have rescued 47 people from what they describe as a torture house in the northern state of Kano. The property in Kano City was supposed to be a rehabilitation center, in other words, a privately run facility where parents send their children who they believe are addicted to drugs or engaged in criminal behavior. When the police raided the compound on Thursday, they found the 47 inmates, all male between 14 and 35 years old, chained up. They also showed signs of being beaten. Police spokesperson Abdullahi Haruna told the BBC that the owner and manager have been arrested and will soon appear in court. These so-called rehabilitation centers were banned by the state government 10 months ago after several raids revealed the maltreatment, but some are still operating secretly. Relatives and parents say they send children to these centers as there's a lack of adequate government-approved facilities. The people being rescued are now being treated in hospital. Prosecutors in Egypt have ordered the arrest of 3 people following the dumping of thousands of unused doses of coronavirus vaccines near the city of Minya, 200 kilometers, 125 miles south Cairo. Images posted on social media last week showed piles of white boxes strewn along the banks of a waterway. The authorities say nearly 20,000 doses of the Chinese-made Sinopharm vaccine, with a value of more than $300,000, 220,000 pounds, had been allocated to the Minya Health Directorate, but had gone to waste after being stored at the wrong temperature. Only about 11% of the Egyptian population have received a first COVID-19 jab, with about 6% being fully vaccinated. The Australian city of Sydney has emerged from lockdown after almost 4 months, with locals celebrating a range of new freedoms. People queued for pubs and shops that opened at midnight on Monday specifically for the occasion. Many others have been enjoying anticipated reunions and visits to the homes of relatives and friends. COVID rules had banned household visits and travel beyond 5 kilometers, 3.1 mile zone, separating many families. But most restrictions have now been eased for fully vaccinated people. People can now share meals together at reopened cafes and restaurants and visit gyms, libraries, and pools. There were long queues for barbers and nail salons on Monday. Milivoje Režic's second stint with the Black Stars began on a good note as the team clinched a 3-0 victory courtesy goals from Mohamed Kudus, Thomas Partey, and Andre Ayew at the Cape Coast Stadium on Saturday. Ghana needed just 5 minutes to stamp their authority in the game. A neat 1-2 between Kudus and Jordan Ayew set the former up for a strike, which was expertly taken. Later in the half, Kudus got the opportunity to double the advantage, but hit the ball straight at the goalkeeper from about 8 yards out. At the start of the second period, Zimbabwe drove forward with some purpose and were awarded with a penalty following Alexander Jiku's rash challenge on the opposition striker. Knowledge Musana stepped up and completely fooled debutant Jojo Wallacott to level the scoreline in the 49th minute. 6 minutes after the hour mark, Thomas Partey regained the lead for the team with a low strike into the near post. Andre Ayew gave the side a 2-goal cushion in the 87th minute via a header. Ghana is now second on the Group G log with 6 points after 3 matches. Tyson Fury consolidated his place at the summit of boxing on Saturday night when he knocked out Deontay Wilder in the 11th round to defend the World Boxing Council's version of the heavyweight title in a heart-pounding contest of extreme physical and psychological intensity that ennobled both men. The Gypsy King, whose career appeared finished when he left the sport for more than 2 years amid public battles with addiction and mental illness, dropped Wilder in the 3rd round, then came off the floor twice in the 4th himself before roaring back from near defeat with knockdowns in the 10th and the 11th. Quote, "It was a great fight, worthy of the best trilogies," Fury said in the immediate aftermath. "I will not make any excuses. Wilder is a top fighter. He gave me a run for my money. I always say I am the best fighter in the world, and he is the 2nd best. Don't ever doubt me. When the chips are down, I can always deliver." Nigerian Afrobeat star Tiwa Savage has revealed she is being blackmailed over a sex tape, but says she won't pay. She said the video was accidentally posted on Snapchat by her lover, who deleted it after he realized his error, but it had already been downloaded by a stalker. She says she cried when she first saw the video and feared the reaction. Savage, age 41, is one of the world's biggest Afrobeat stars and is signed to Universal Music Group. She is famous for songs such as Kile Kile and Eminado and was part of Don Jazzy's Maven Records in Nigeria, where she was known as First Lady. Quote, "I am not going to call it a sex tape, but it's a tape between me and the person I'm dating right now." She revealed that the incident happened last month and that the person tried extorting money from her, but that she was not going to allow anyone to blackmail her, quote, "for doing something that is natural. I am that crazy. I could put it out myself. You're not making any money from me," she said. Popular Ghanaian socialite turned musician Mona Faze Montridge, also known as Hajia For Real, has won her first ever international award after her music broke through in 2020. Hajia For Real won the Uncovered Artist of the Year category at the 5th edition of the Ghana Music Awards UK, held on Saturday, 9th October 2021 at the Regent Royal Hotel in London. The Ghanaian Music Awards UK was organized to celebrate and appreciate pioneers of Ghanaian music and to reward individuals who, in diverse ways, have raised the standards of Ghanaian music in the country. The Fine Girl hitmaker beat the likes of Tisha, Osekrom Sikeni, Malcolm Nunu, Kwame Yogurt, Nautica, Emilia Brobe, Nanki, and Hartman to win the Uncovered Artist of the Year category.